living without vegetables. How has my life changed in these past 4 years? Was it madness? No. I really want to tell you about a truly radical change I recently made in my personal life by completely changing my daily diet. And because for 4 years I have completely eliminated vegetables. It might seem like an extreme choice, but I assure you that the benefits I have gained are tangible and real. Let me explain why I made this choice. Because after considering the toxicity is present in virtually all vegetables, and it's actually quite simple to understand. You just really need to do a little bit of research and simply ask an artificial intelligence system, give me a comprehensive list of the toxic substances potentially found in various vegetables, and you would truly be amazed. We're not talking about just a few dozen, but rather hundreds, often present. Indeed, the very same toxic substances are frequently found in many different types of vegetables, including, of course, a wide variety of common foods that people regularly consume. Definitely. However, these potentially toxic substances can indeed cause very serious health problems, and if we were to specifically mention the most important and prevalent ones, what exactly are they? We are referring to phytates and lectins, which significantly reduce the absorption of essential minerals such as zinc, calcium, and magnesium, thus actively preventing their proper absorption into the body. Additionally, there are others like oxalic acid and oxalates, which, among many other things, are notably present in common foods like spinach. These compounds are quite capable of forming microscopic crystals that can deposit and subsequently form painful kidney stones, and they can also contribute to significant joint inflammation. They are indeed capable of forming these crystals that deposit and form kidney stones, and also lead to various joint inflammations, and furthermore, goitrins, which are naturally present in many cruciferous vegetables such as common broccoli, crisp cabbage, and fresh cauliflower, and which inherently possess the characteristic of having an interference at the thyroid gland level, significantly altering its normal function. And other well-known ones are saponins and tannins, which can significantly alter the delicate intestinal barrier, potentially causing uncomfortable bloating and chronic inflammation. Last but certainly not least, we have fibers, which, quite contrary to what we are often told, are not truly essential for optimal health. In fact, they can frequently cause various digestive problems, excessive fermentation, uncomfortable bloating, and even irritable bowel syndrome. So please take a moment to look into this information further. I decided to eliminate vegetables and see how my body would react. And it was an incredible transformation after 4 years without vegetables. What changed? My digestion became perfect. No more bloating, no acidity, no intestinal problems. My energy became stable, no more sudden crashes or feeling tired after meals. My skin improved, no redness, irritation, or even small pimples, simply gone. Zero joint pain and inflammation. The significant problems that I used to experience almost on a regular basis have now completely and utterly disappeared. My immune system has become stronger. I get sick less often and recover faster. I've practically forgotten what colds and the flu are. What exactly do I eat? I absolutely do not consume any vegetables, so my dietary intake is very, very simple. Primarily, I consume raw or lightly cooked meat. Mainly for my own personal convenience, I often eat some delicious ground beef, and then I also have some fresh eggs. Eggs, semi-raw, rich egg yolks. Water, no problem at all whenever I feel truly thirsty. Preferably, I make sure to drink it about a good half an hour before my main meals, ensuring I consume plenty of it, and then I typically don't drink anything again until the next scheduled meal. This is crucial to maintain a very healthy and proper optimal gastric acidity level. Salt as much as you want. Personally, I use salt from the majestic Himalayas. I truly think it's the absolute best choice, especially considering that those ancient rocks have been carefully preserved there for hundreds of thousands of years, which is quite unlike sea salt, for example, which is typically extracted directly from the vast and expansive sea. And we all know that the sea can be, at times, polluted. What have actually been the main difficulties? Well, not everything has been easy. For example, eating out at restaurants has become complicated. Often, at many restaurants, the meat is typically treated or carefully marinated before being thoroughly cooked, and even when I clearly explain to the restaurateur precisely what I specifically want, more often than not, there are still unexpected surprises. They also use oils, often seed oils, to put on the hot grills that they use to perfectly sear the meat. And so traveling becomes a significant problem. During these trips, you need to eat during the day, so I bring my own food with me so I know exactly what I'm eating. A basic preparation of ground meat is enough for me for a day of travel. A small package goes through without any problems. At customs inspections, it's not an issue. It's not forbidden, it's not a problem. And hard-boiled eggs too. In this particular and rather ingenious way, I brilliantly and effectively solve the inherent risk completely of experiencing significant digestive problems or other related issues pertaining to eating in very unreliable places such as airports or public stations. My lifestyle has truly become a really simpler one, and that's a very important thing indeed. Cooking is much simpler too, because the essential things I truly need have really become very, very few. The pantry is quite empty, and the refrigerator now contains just a couple of large 20-egg cartons, which is all I really require. The day's fresh, prime meat, and in the freezer there are about 10 substantial packs of ground meat. All of it is on ice, perfectly ready for any kind of unexpected emergency or urgent situation. The truly positive aspect of my current living situation is that the wonderful people who reside with me also maintain a very similar dietary regimen, so there are absolutely no conflicts or significant difficulties whatsoever in effectively managing our daily meals. To the question that many people ask me, but don't you miss the variety of foods? Don't you get tired of eating the same things? I clearly answer, no, absolutely not. I feel much better than before. I have more energy, I don't have digestive problems, I don't have inflammation. So is it a deprivation? It's well-being. This is precisely what I can confidently tell you at this moment. In short, I'd like to tell you about my personal dietary choices. If you request a consultation, I can offer you a personalized approach to a diet that will make you feel better, that gives you more energy, more well-being, and a more comprehensive and greater awareness in the general public. more natural contexts.